You guys hear that?
What?
I swear I just heard something.
What did you hear?
I think someone just hit play.
Turn my headphones on.
What?
Take your
17 seconds in.
Oh, damn. I forgot to make a drink. This is some shit.
Go ahead. Go.
Run. Go.
I already figured out how we're going to do this. I got this.
All right.
I had a feeling you had everything under
I
control.
wanted to log into Netflix on the desktop so I could put the movie on the side.
Oh, no, you're good.
And then what I've been doing so I don't hang up on you guys is I've been emailing the notes to myself.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that I can have
The processing, it just gets better and better. I'm glad I went to handwritten notes a while ago. It's getting me real good at reading my own handwriting and improving my handwriting.
Nice.
And I'm using a fountain pen now, so it just looks like a bunch of fucking lines.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what I like. I was listening to I got it in one of those boxes, like the mail boxes that I get. But somebody commented, I think they were listening to, I think it was the Hairspray episode. And they were just like, you said you had to go get your pen? And I'm like, yeah, I got a special pen that I use.
Yeah, of course. You have to have a special pen for this kind of occasion.
I have my special pen. I got my special notebook.
I did see your notebook. I remember seeing your notebook.
No, I have a different one now. Wait, the black one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What was the first movie I put in there? From Hell. That was the first movie that made it into this book.
Nice. Wait, did we do From Hell in person?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't remember.
Yeah, we did. I think the last one we did in person was Airplane, I think.
No, we did.
Oh my god.
No. We did that one online too.
Yeah, that's true. So it had to be Paprika then.
Paprika was a double feature. We did Paprika and something else.
Oh, well, yeah. What was the one after that?
I'm so annoyed.
Wasn't it the Black Kung Fu movie? I can't remember the name of it.
Oh,
Bones.
I think
Bones?
I think we did in Paprika at the same time, I think.
What's wrong, Kev?
Nothing. I'm having audio struggles, but we're good.
You sure?
Make it work. Yeah, I'm just annoyed.
Okay. It's all right, man.
You sure?
My Beats headphones are probably 4 years old, but it's just the earbud ones.
Okay.
And the wire that goes through the back of them, like behind your head or whatever. And so I use those, but for whatever reason, they've been glitching out, and it'll just be like, and then I got to turn them off, turn them back on, and for it to clear up. But I have my Apple AirPods, but they weren't staying in my ears. I got to change out the butt of them to make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit my ear. And I didn't do that yet. And so what happened last recording was I did the same thing. And when I went to catch it, I hung up on you guys.
Ah.
Damn.
And so I was going to switch to the Beats headphones until I fixed them. And they just started glitching out within our first 5 minutes of the call. So I'm like, fuck it. I gotta go to the ones that will at least have fucking audio.
You should look into Razer. I use the Razer Hammerhead ones. They're perfect. They fit right in my ear.
They're pretty good.
Considering I just paid $240 for these headphones, they're gonna work.
And you call me fancy for getting a $20 pen?
You paid $20 for your pen?
No, I paid $20 for the box, and the box came with a notebook, a knife, a pen, a bunch of cartridges, and a cast iron bottle opener.
Okay, that's not bad. Kevin, are you recording? All right, so we're going to go straight into this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Kev's Never Seen It, the podcast where we look to rectify Kevin's mistakes in life. My name is Mikey.
This is Kevin.
This is Jared, y'all.
So we're going to get straight into it because we got life situations going on, and tomorrow's 4th of July, and we all want to have a nice, good time and get drunk for the rest of the night. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yow!
I know you guys got problems. I know you guys got issues. I know you guys got life going on around you. And I appreciate you guys coming in every single week and joining me for this fun time.
I live for this shit.
Yes.
So,
hell yeah. I'm already a cup of Crown in. Let's do
all right,
this.
so
I got Bacardi Añejo 4 years since we're starting that out here.
I want to throw out a concept to you guys real quick. Okay. I kind of want to throw out the idea of just running through a few things real quick, and then we can just have fun at the end.
All right.
Sound okay?
Let's try it.
All right. So, first and foremost, what are we drinking?
I got Bacardi Añejo. It's a 4-year aged rum. I decided I'd go with rum this episode.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right.
It's almost gone, but yes.
All right. Kevin, what are you drinking?
So I ran out of Crown and I switched back to Old Faithful. Woodford.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is this the new Woodford that you bought?
The 1.75 liter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I switched off after I was gifted a bottle of Crown. I was like, you know what? Let me polish the Crown off first.
Okay.
And so now that I've ran through the Crown, I was like, all right, let me go back to Old Faithful.
Go back to Old Faithful. Back to that good well water. What about you, Mikey? What you drinking?
So this evening I am drinking a red wine. It is called Exodus. It is a red wine that is aged for 3 months in a bourbon barrel.
Ooh.
It's really fucking smooth.
Like
it's
that.
good. I'm going to have to get you guys each a bottle. All right. So go right into it. Jared, what are we watching tonight?
We are watching Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. It's the Marvel adaptation of Ultimate Spider-Man, known as Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah.
And he's coming into his powers while the multiverse quantum string theory concept brings other spider people into his world. And they get into a bunch of shenanigans.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Perfect. All right. Just to go straight into it, Kev, what were your thoughts on it?
What did you think, Kevin?
Loved it.
I knew you would love it.
I would hope he loves it. I honestly would.
I knew he would love it. I'd like, all right, you know what? Tell me what you love most about it, Kevin.
Honestly, the graphics, the concept, the fucking scene transitions,
the whole
like
thing,
some
right?
of the scenes. Like, yes, there was so much about it that was just awesome, and it was well done.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed the movie.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm ecstatic to hear that.
Yes, because Mikey, you love it.
Oh God, yes, dude.
Yes.
We'll get into that to a moment. Just hold on. All right.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, wanted to get that all out the way.
No, there's no doubt in my heart that I love this movie. All right. What would you guys have called it besides Spider-Man Into the Multiverse? What else would you guys have called it?
I would have probably just called it, like, just because of how they do the Spider-Man movies, I would have just called it Ultimate Spider-Man.
I agree with you 100% because that's exactly the same title. I would have called it Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah. Yeah, like that, because
All right.
that's true to the comic, but Kevin, what would you call it?
Spidey Gang.
Spidey Gang?
No
No.
No fucking clue.
Peter
So
Parker
I
and the Five
will never-
Thoraxes.
Oh my God, no.
My commitment to this show is to never script what I'm going to say.
I didn't.
And so no. I know you're coming up with this on the fly, but I don't, like, there's certain things that I never want to, like, give you guys. And one of them is, what would we rename it? I don't want to think about that until the moment you ask. And I'm literally...
Do you really?
I'll spit out the first thing. Yeah, man, I love it.
I did too.
I think it's pure. And, so I want that just to be my little tidbit to you guys, is pure recklessness and idiocracy that will come out of my mouth, and you're welcome.
Idiocracy is another.
I did not know that.
I don't even know that's a word, but it sounded cool in my head before it came out. So
You had to say
We're gonna
idiocy,
rock
but
with
like,
that.
no, you won this bit already with the hairspray one. Checkerboard Grease.
Yeah,
nothing
that's
will ever
still
beat
my
that.
favorite.
Nothing will ever beat that.
All right, guys. Right into it. Cast. I'm going to run right through this. It's not going to be pretty.
Get past the director and I'll be proud.
Oh, by the director? Give me 1 second. Where is he? Nope, not saying that word. Okay, so the voice actor for Miles Morales was Shameik Moore. Then you got Jake Johnson, Haley Steinfeld, Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali.
Sure. Brian Tyree Henry, Lily Tomlin, Luna Lauren Velez.
Everything would be good
Oh,
here.
God. Dude, I'm not going to sit here and read through all these names. Like, how should this be pronounced? Zoe Kravitz, John Mulaney, Kimiko Glenn, Nicolas Cage, Catherine Hahn, Liev Schreiber, Chris Pine.
Liev Schreiber.
Whatever. Natalie Morales, Edwin H. Bravo, Oscar Isaac, Greta Lee, Stan Lee, of course. Jorma Tacone, Joaquin Cosio, Marvin Crawdon Jones III, and Kim Yarbrough, followed by a bunch of background characters such as Brooklyn Friend, Brooklyn Vision, and Voice, and Voice.
All right.
Kevin, what's our revenue?
What it do? Budget 90 million.
Ooh.
90.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
so much money.
Worth it.
Yeah. Shit ton of money they put into this bitch. But opening weekend on my wife's birthday, domestic, might I add, December 14th, if anyone's curious.
I was curious.
They pulled in $35 million.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad. Not bad for opening.
The domestic haul was $190,241,310.
There we go.
So I mean,
Well deserved.
they made a little bit of change, and then we didn't even get to international, which they pulled in another $185,299,521, bringing the worldwide total to $375,540,831. So they made fucking plenty.
Oh my
Every
God,
single
so
bit of it, worth it. Like,
worth it.
this is the
it.
Spider-Man film that should have been from the beginning.
Like, this is, I mean...
this style, this art form, that's what I mean.
Oh, yes. Like, this art form was, and just while we're on the topic, one of the things I picked up is, like, I watched it on my TV, and, like, because normally I watch it on my laptop or whatever, but I was, like, able to get, like, real in, and when you see the art, like, when they zoom in on the skin, you see the dots.
Yes. Like a
Like,
comic,
that was
like
taken-
a literal comic book.
They're called Benjamin Day. They're called Ben Day dots because Benjamin Day Jr. was one of the first cartoonists to ever try it. And like they did that as an homage to him. Another little thing that they did for the art, like whenever they're in the collider and there's all like the black dots and the color coming out, that was a tribute to Jack Kirby, who worked with Marvel, then went to DC, but he did the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic book series where all the Supermans find each other.
Okay.
And that's where Superman, you see old Superman. They just did this on the Flash TV show, I think. They did the Crisis on Infinite Earths. But yeah, like they did a bunch of little homages to like legit comic book stuff. It's actually like, this movie was made by a bunch of very, very, very talented comic book nerds. And they killed it.
Or the little things that I noticed, like if you look at the background or if you look at something right in the foreground, it'll go into that 3D effect where it has like the red and the blue hue. So that way your eyes can refocus kind of thing.
Well, like they did that because that used to be called, it was called color misprint. And it happened a lot with older comics whenever they would make a lot. Like sometimes the slide will go a little bit off. And that's why old school comic pages look like with that red, yellow, blue kind of thing.
Honestly,
because that was a mistake.
I thought that they were going for that 3D effect, like put on your 3D glasses, Spider friends.
No,
it's popping up out you.
It's that was just they noticed that, and I think that's how they ended up doing it. But the color misprint thing was like legit something. Like if you grab like a comic from like the 80s, you'll see that. Just old, and they just made a billion of them.
No, my comics from the 80s are fine, sir.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about like pristine comics. I mean, like if you.
Oh, I know you're not, because mine are pristine.
Yeah. Of course not. I'm talking about like if you just went to the comic book store back in the 80s and paid 20 cents for a comic, it would probably be fucked up. They're the imperfect ones that don't sell for that much or sell for way too much. If you're just
They sell for way too much, definitely.
Oh, and just real quick, just because that's where I am in the movie, 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
When he's walking through that little area and he does that handshake with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's the handshake that Tom Holland's character does with his best friend in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Is it really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
This movie is just an Easter egg with a plot line. Like, that's like, it's just, they took so many things from so many other Spider-Man movies that have already existed.
Yeah.
And just like, ooh, that'd be fun to throw in there. Ooh, that would be fun to throw in there. Like, it was crazy. Like, when I was doing my research, there were a couple times where I had to like stop and be like, I can't write all of this shit down. It's impossible. Like, every 5 seconds, there's something else that, like, if you look into it, it could mean something.
Oh, yeah, God, yes.
They
I want to know what the 42 means.
The 42.
Can one of you explain that to me?
The 42 was something that was.
I noticed it in multiple scenes.
Yeah.
That they emphasized the number 42
in the Spider-Man universe, and I think specifically in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, the number 42 was thrown around a lot by the one of the creators, Bendis, who was he was a huge head in Marvel. I think him and Stan Lee died in the same year. I think they died like shortly, one after another. But no, that was Ditko. I think it was Ditko. But yeah, it was Ditko. But Bendis was another guy who was working on Spider-Man, and that 42 thing was something that he started to incorporate into the stories, but then he died, and we don't know what it was for. So it kind of just been like it's this running gag that you'll see in a lot of Spider-Man things where they'll throw 42 out there, and that's just like for the fans. Yeah, but it was never answered to the fans. No, and they also said, I read a transcript of the director. It was the director, a writer, and someone else. I read a transcript of some of the commentary, and they also said that the 42 had a lot to do with Jackie Robinson, who's first black Major League Baseball player, for those of you who don't know.
So maybe that's what it's for.
That was
Black Spider-Man.
It was for both. It was like they literally said it was for the Bendis thing, and it's because it's like, we have this black kid. Let's throw some historic black stuff out there. I like it. Yeah. I'm glad I could answer that for you, Kevin.
I'm glad he asked it.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, that's definitely. I wasn't sure if that was going to be one of the notes I wouldn't have talked about.
Okay.
Like, it literally goes nowhere.
All right. Well, let's save all the good stuff for last. Favorite scene circle, real quick. Kevin, you go first.
You go. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What
favorite scene circle.
Favorite scene.
Skirt. 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to it.
Oh, I'm literally right there.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious. Like, I don't know. This shit just made me
I could picture your dad doing that.
That's a copy.
That's a copy.
Yeah, I could. So, I don't know. That shit just made me laugh.
That's
so I like that one a lot.
Okay. All right, fair. What about you, Mikey?
So my favorite scene is actually at 13 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
I got a note for 1340. That's interesting.
So at 13 minutes and 20 seconds, it's the first time, of course, he gets bit by the spider, which we can talk about later on. But I love the fact that out of all the Spider-Man films, all the Spider-Man comics, he's the first one to just be like, this motherfucker just bit me. He smacks it off like it's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like I'd freak out.
Okay, so
first Spider-Man to do that. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's just like a mosquito bite. Like, fuck this.
If I see a spider with
literally,
legs,
that's kind of what my note says. So I had the note at 1340, but I guess this is the scene I'm talking about. I just caught it late. I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna gasp? Be like. And then just smack it like it's nothing. Like, you can't go and not be scared.
It's the first time they ever treated
that's a fuck.
Like such a nonchalant thing. Like any other normal person would have been like, "Yo, I just got fucking bit by something." I look at that fucking spider. It's fucking glowing. I need to go to the hospital like now. Instead, he shrugs it off and goes to bed.
Well, that's what in the original Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi, tying it back to Ash vs. Evil Dead, but Sam Raimi did the Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, where it has the infamous dance scene which
Yeah,
when I saw that in a minute and 30 when I saw that in a minute and 30 seconds, I keep forgetting about that part, and it gets me every time.
I don't forget.
Every time. It's so freaking funny. But he does the same thing. He gets bit and he's like, ow, I feel weird.
Yeah, but
he had home and go to sleep.
No, but here's my thing. He had a reaction to it. Like, I don't feel good. Miles Morales, he's like, get the fuck out of here. Who gives a shit? It's a spider.
Pants don't fit no more.
Like, spiders don't fucking affect people in this universe. Fuck you. And just moves along with it.
There's already a Spider-Man.
What about you, Jared?
I was torn. I'm probably gonna... I was torn either between 31 minutes and 21 seconds. That's when that whole Spider-Man is dead thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like where like you find out like in that song, I'm not scared of the dark. And that also for the Stan Lee cameo, which always gets me.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think my favorite scene is where was it? An hour and 23 minutes. And this is the part where What Up Danger, where he's Spider-Man now.
Right.
This whole, like, everything about it, from the artwork, the way it flashes back and forth, like the cool dynamic that they did where he's like falling up, like the song, him looking into the glass and seeing his face. It was just such a cool climax to like the whole thing, because it was so badass. Like, it gives me chills.
You
like,
mean the honest birth of a Spider-Man?
I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of wanted him to pick the one with the neon green.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember which Spider-Man that was.
That might have been. I can't remember which. I want to say that might have been Secret Avengers.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah. Or Dark. No, it wasn't Dark. It wasn't Dark Avengers. Dark Avengers was someone else, where he was wearing a symbiotic suit, but that wasn't even Peter Parker. We'll get into that later. Not right now.
No, that was Superior Spider-Man.
We'll nerd later. We'll nerd later. Nerd later.
Okay.
All right, guys.
But yeah, I would say like hour 23 minutes. That's like that whole scene of him like flipping through the city.
Okay.
Is just the most awesome thing in the world.
Okay.
It is dope. It's a dope.
All right,
it is.
We'll nerd in a minute. We'll nerd. Awards, real quick. Guys,
I was wondering about this.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Out of 135 nominations.
Oh my.
Shut the
God.
fuck
Okay,
up.
135 nominations. Over under. This is going to be hard. 60.
Jesus.
I'm going over 69.
Of course you are.
You bitch.
I had to do it before Kevin did.
You filthy fucker.
I'll join Jared with the over, just because I think this is gonna win like a bunch of mini awards, and different ones. But I'll give him a nod. This is Jesus, you guys are gonna judge. So I'm gonna give him 101 because of 101 Dalmatians. Since they're all the same.
You know when
oh wow, I get it. That's funny. I like that.
I'll allow it. All
right, guys, ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of 135 nominations, they had 80 wins.
Damn.
Oh,
that is including an Oscar and a Golden Globe.
Yeah. Isn't this like one of the first animated movies to win an Oscar?
Yeah, I believe so. I'd have to go back.
I think it is the first.
But they got so much from this, including Black Film Critics and Black Reel Awards.
So good.
Just because, like, they finally acknowledged, like, a premium character.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. Go ahead, Jared. Like, I'm curious what you're about to say.
Oh, no, I was like, it's just, when I found out that they were doing a Spider-Man Into the Multiverse movie, I was worried that, like, it was good. I thought it was going to be really boring. Because, like, usually whenever you get these kind of movies where it's just, like, all of the people together, it's always, like, the dynamic's always really weird. Like, one person really wants to be the leader, and, you know, like, it's stupid. Like, for those of you who are super nerds, like, there was that Power Rangers episode where all of the red Power Rangers ended up in the same thing, and they all
didn't like it?
They all worked together. I loved it,
okay.
but, like, it was kind of like, it wasn't it's kind of what you expect. Like, I don't know. But, like, when I found out that they were doing the Ultimate Spider-Man story, my next worry was they're going to fuck it up the same way they fuck up everything. And no. Like, Sony, I'm glad that Sony still owns Spider-Man, kinda. Because they could do awesome shit with him that I know Disney cannot do.
I want you to write that down as to what that means while we finish up what we're doing. Because I'm...
Oh, shit.
All right, guys, real quick. Most hated scene. Jared first.
This one was actually pretty easy. Hour 43 minutes and 55 seconds. And I wouldn't call it most hated. It's my least favorite. And it's just me because I'm hour 40... hour 13 and 55 seconds. I'm looking at a different note.
Okay.
Wait, I think that's it. I think I got this wrong. Yes. When Prowler gets shot.
Okay.
Hour 13, 50 seconds. He gets shot in the back.
Yeah.
Why does he fall backwards?
Hold on, I got it.
You know when you get hit in your back, you arch your back. You be like,
no, you don't.
No.
He
lost his balance.
The bullet,
and he lost his.
It spreads its velocity through the body.
No, if anything, you would ragdoll.
No, you get flung forward.
No, if anything, you would ragdoll and your knees would buckle and you would fall in any direction.
I'm just
But
saying,
you would still fall
if
forward.
I come over and I smack you in your back, you're gonna arch your back, your chest gonna bow out.
Unless you,
I don't know. I think it
why'd you do
I think it depends on where his
me in the back.
weight is distributed. Like if he's standing on
If you
more
slap
so
me
of
in
the
the
left
back-
side of the roof compared to the right side of the roof, I don't know. But he's also, you got Kingpin standing to the, what is that, the right of the house. So it's not more so on his back. It's more so on his left side.
He got shot he shouldn't have fell backwards.
Whatever, man.
You asked me. This is I didn't even want to pick one, but I did because I'm a fair sport.
Oh, I'm glad you are because I didn't pick one.
I had
I
to.
sure shit didn't either.
What? Really? What?
Jared's by himself.
I didn't have
whatever.
anything. I can't.
I'm true. That's the only complaint. It's the only complaint, and it's up for contesting.
You know what? Then
That's
I'm
my only
gonna
complaint.
push back to my favorite scene, which is actually my most hated scene as well at the same time because it's bullshit.
Wow.
Because I love the fact that they did that, but I also hate it because it doesn't fall into the whole comic idea, but it also falls outside of the comic idea, which I appreciate.
Okay. All right.
Fair?
I mean, yes, because like I said, I wanted to not pick one, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to be the one to not pick one.
Well, I'm trying to not leave you hanging.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Favorite character?
Miles
Miles
was a boss.
Miles Morales?
Yes.
Mikey, you go first because I feel as though we picked the same one.
I will remember the name.
Okay.
Miles Morales?
Miles Morales.
All right, so I'm going to pick the Spider-Man played by Jake Johnson. I'm not sure which universe he's from right now, but he's the older, fatter Spider-Man. The one where
Peter B.
his...
Parker.
Thank you, Peter B. Parker, but I'm not sure which universe number is. I'm more than sure someone will correct me. But I just love how his version of Spider-Man, it just didn't succeed for him, but he still pushed through. You know?
Yeah.
Everything failed in his life, and he was still willing to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I did like his sense of delusion, like when he's talking about he's and I still kept it together. Then he's crying in the shower.
Yeah, of course.
And he's
just like a real person would.
I'm in my apartment doing push-ups, ab crunches, getting strong. Just
dude, imagine, imagine if you're locked up in his situation. I'm a superhero, but my life is fucked.
I mean, I love the fact that the other little thing that I loved about him when he gets sucked into the Collider and he's trying to stay in this universe and then he grabs the mask and then split second thinks about the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good little moment right there. I thought that was you get a real good, that was a good way of seeing into his character immediately.
All right, Jared, what about you? Favorite character?
I love Doc Ock.
This version of Doc Ock?
is the coolest version of Doc Ock ever. Like from when she puts her hair up, it looks like it looks like the head of an octopus.
Yeah.
Like it looked like the brain of an octopus. And then like how she was creepy. Like at first she was just like, oh, nerd, oh, Spider-Man. It was, oh, this is crazy. And then it's like, do you know how much pain this is going to put you through?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. And I can't wait.
But I'm
just like,
we got to figure out which universe she is from, because I don't believe she's from the Ultimate Universe.
She's not. This is like, I don't know why they did it this way.
I'm not mad that they did it like that.
Me neither. It's such a genius idea.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just thought like, but it was either going to be between her or Prowler, because I had to look up who the fuck Prowler was.
Really?
And yeah, like I'd never heard of him before.
Oh.
Any of his iterations.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd probably go with Doc Ock though. I did like that was such a cool way to do a villain.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh shit.
Ready, guys?
Here we go. This is gonna be fun.
All right. Out of 10, over under 7.
I'm going over 9.3.
Oh. I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes that much. I was born in 87, so I'll go with an over 8.7.
Okay. That's close.
All right, guys, you ready?
Yep.
We're at 8.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Motherfucker.
Like, Kevin, if you had just added one more, God, this would have been the most tragic end to an episode, to be honest with you.
It would have been sad.
I would have been so mad, to be honest. I'm like, Kevin, go fuck yourself. We're doing this without you.
We'd have to do like
a vacuuming right now.
We'd have to do a bonus episode.
You were 0.07 points off, so I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that. But if you get the next one, then we have a fucking problem.
Oof.
All right, guys, ready?
That was close.
Yeah.
Out of 5, over under 3.
I'm going over 3.14.
No, absolutely not.
I know.
It's definitely going to be over.
Go ahead, Kev.
Over.
Ruin the show.
No, that's
4 point
Uh-oh.
69.
I thought you were going to do 20. You should have went 20.
He did that.
I should have went with the 87, to be honest. Shit.
All right, guys.
What we got, Mike?
We're at 4.53.
Oh!
Wow.
You almost...
I thought it'd be
I mean,
higher.
you already got it too close on point. So, you're good. You're good for the day.
You know what the people want.
God.
Yeah.
That was close.
All right, so that really tallies up what we normally go through, guys. Not going back, to our personal scores, song of the week, what we're doing next week, so on and so forth. From this point on, what do you guys want to do?
I still have facts.
Please. I mean, we can go through facts. If you want, we can rummage through facts and we can butt in. We can do comic mythology.
Actually,
we can just hammer through that for a bit.
Well, Kev, just because I know this is something that, I know you have some insights into this. Do you have any more, Kev's Minute Marker Madness?
Yeah, we still have that as well.
Yeah, I got some.
Okay,
I got
yeah,
some.
let's get those out the way, because some of the things that I have to say probably have to tie into some of the things he chose.
All right, then let's go through the minute marker.
All right, feel free. So while I'm going through them, if you have a point that ties into that scene, by all means.
All right.
I like that.
Fair enough. So I first started off with 1 minute and 48 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are stunning in the street.
Yo, have you seen the original Spider-Man trilogy? There's all right, give us some insight into that. All right, so it's Tobey Maguire. He's Spider-Man. This is the third movie where he's playing Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And this is where he gets the Venom suit. and like he gets like the Venom suit makes him like bigger. It makes him more confident, and that's like when he's like accepted the Venom suit and threw away the other Spider-Man suit,
symbiote suit.
The symbiote suit. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm very sorry, but like there's a part where he has like this whole "I'm cool as fuck now" thing, and he's like walking through the street
doing that exact same fucking dance.
It's like the same. It's the most awkward thing. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna send it to you.
I hated
you gotta see it. It's so terrible.
That shit is so funny to me.
But like that was the thing. One of the directors, he was adamant that they put that in there. He was just like, I did a little bit of this, I did a little bit of that, did this, and they show him doing the dance, and they was like, we don't talk about this. That was their compromise because he was like, we have to have dancing Spider-Man.
It was so uncalled for, so unnecessary.
I love. It was stupid at the time, but I do like how we've all sort of agreed to laugh at it now.
Yeah, I
think it's funny. Anyway, go ahead.
The next Minute Marker Madness follows very closely at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. It is not the fucking popsicle, man. These were so fucking good.
You remember those?
Everybody's had yes,
oh my God.
Because I think everybody, if you made the fucking mistake of trying to eat the eyes first, you damn near broke a fucking tooth.
Yes.
You have to eat the ice cream, let the eyes fucking thaw, or your ass is going straight to the dentist for emergency fucking filling
Me and my brother,
or crown, because you're going to shatter a tooth on those fucking eyeballs.
We put them in rubber bands and shoot them at each other.
What?
Jesus, that's like a marble.
Dude, you're trying to blind somebody.
That's a weapon.
No, we were fine. We both can see.
Oh my God.
So yeah, if the ice cream man passed my house today, I would get that ice cream, or even the Ninja Turtle version.
Oh my God, I remember that one too.
Both of them shits is banging.
Raphael.
I don't know what it was, but they were fucking good. They were good.
They were good. I don't know what it was
can't
either.
Knock those.
It was straight up sugar.
It's not even like ice cream. It's just like
wait.
frozen.
I thought they were bubble
it's
gum.
frozen cotton candy.
That's what the
fuck it is.
The actual ice cream itself, like
the actual ice cream part. It's not like ice cream. It's almost like a frozen Rita's.
It's like a
I see.
Face.
I thought you guys were talking about the eyes themselves, because the eyes themselves, I remember them being bubble gum.
Yeah, if you wait long enough.
Yeah, the eyes are definitely bubble gum. Yeah.
Who's got that kind of time?
But
I have things to do.
Well, here's the thing. Do you guys even remember like the taste of them? Like what flavor they were? Like strawberry or blueberry?
Sweet.
That's what I remember too. Just sweet.
It was sweet. It was literally just sugar ice. That's it, with color.
That's why I said it's frozen cotton candy. Like that's what the fuck it is.
That's actually
There's no flavor. Yeah. It's just frozen cotton candy. It's good. I want to eat it. Is there a flavor? No, it's just good.
It's good.
Shit's banging.
I respect it. I respect the hell out of it.
Got Spider-Man in my face. Loving it.
Oh, man. That was throwback with the Raphael one, too, man. They used to make all of those things.
God.
Yeah, I would totally buy it right now. And sometimes the ice cream man runs through my neighborhood. Please believe I'm stopping him.
I'm listening for
I don't
now,
trust that motherfucker right now. Fuck that.
What?
I'm sorry.
Fair point.
I'm not feeling it. My kids get excited as fuck, and I'm like, no. Let me be the bad guy. I'm sorry, guys. No.
Just coughing into his hands. Yo, you want to get a Spider-Man popsicle?
You know what? Please. Nah, that shit's Venom. Fuck you.
Oh, that's so good.
Next Minute Marker Madness, we're going to take it to 4:42.
I'm right there.
And that's a pure old head dad comment. Is that a coffee shop or a disco? That's just fucking like that's a total dad comment.
Jesus,
like,
Dad.
that was a great. There's a great line they wrote.
Yep.
Like you can't knock that.
No, they had like perfect
dad
dad moments in this film.
Yeah.
They did. They were funny.
Yeah, like
they did good.
He's the perfect dad cop. Yeah. And it took me a while to remember that. Like, I think he's the only Spider-Man that has parents.
You mean living parents?
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Living parents.
No.
Does Spider-Gwen?
Yes. Spider-Gwen does.
She has her parents.
And we can go into that a little bit more in depth later.
Okay.
Go on, Kev.
All right. The 620, which was my favorite scene. Then I love you, Dad. So we can be
Right.
on that
That's
one.
a copy.
1148. That's just me and my love for boomboxes.
Oh, fair.
That's just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
When just the cassette player, like the fucking old school look,
bro.
Just give me all of
What
that.
did you think?
I love it.
What did you guys think of the soundtrack?
I loved it. I gotta be honest.
It's
fire.
the most
It was awesome.
fire soundtrack. Like the song that's playing when
Oh
he's
my
doing
God.
when he's doing the spray paint thing. Who is that? Like that Black Sheep remix. I was like in my room doing laundry, just vibing. Like this, I'm getting every single song from this. And
No, I gotta admit, like some of these songs, it was hitting the hammer right on the fucking head. But the ending credits song that they have, that was my favorite song out of the entire film.
Okay.
I can go hard. I can go hard. I ain't got time to wait. I ain't got time to wait.
That shit would hit.
You know what? I don't know shit about this comic series, right?
Mhm.
But I'm rewatching this scene from the 1148 that I told you to dip into.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm just noticing, that spider had the number 42 on it.
Yes. You're just noticing that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I caught it in the beginning,
Yeah.
right in the credits when they're introing, it had a number 42. Then when he fell on the ground later, they had a number 42.
The spider
I
is there
did
42.
not notice it. So, with this spider, and you guys, this could not be breaking news to you guys, but it is to me because that means this spider also glitches out, which means it's not from
Kevin,
this
I
universe,
love you.
but it bites him.
Go on.
So it bites him. So now he's able to cross dimensions, right? Is that what happens?
Yes.
So he can go anywhere he wants and it doesn't bother him.
With the
because he's
storyline
already
that they
been
took
infected.
for this version of Spider-Man,
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
He like
he
at
can
the
easily cross. Go ahead, Jared.
at the end of the movie where he's like sitting in bed and like the portal opens up again. And Gwen is like, "Hey, you got a minute?"
Mm-hmm.
Like he can.
He's involved in
And
Spiderverse.
oh my God. Like, well, actually, I'm gonna get into that later.
What, the after credits?
The after credits. Did you both watch it?
Of course. Duh! Come on, man.
I wasn't. This is my first time actually seeing this scene.
Are you fucking serious?
I
Dude, I sat in the theater with my son. And he was like, "Dad, can we stay after the credits?" I'm like, "I love you too. You're my perfect son. Of course we can stay here and watch the fucking credits."
I don't think I watched this in theaters. No, I didn't see this one in theaters.
I definitely didn't.
But no, like that was the only reason I even looked that up is because I was looking at the credits because I wanted to find out the name of the woman who played Doc Ock, Catherine Hahn, and I saw mysterious person number 1, Oscar Isaac. And I'm like, who the fuck? For those who don't know, Oscar Isaac is Poe Dameron in the new Star Wars sequels. He's in, not Vox Machina. He's in like Ex Machina. He's in a bunch of movies. Like he's a big actor. He's very, 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 very famous. But, I was like, what could he have been in? I would have recognized his voice. And then I get all the way to the end where it's Spider-Man 2099.
No.
Oh my God.
He did the voice acting for 2099?
Yeah, that was Oscar Isaac.
No shit.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I stayed till the end of the screw, watched the whole thing, because I saw Oscar Isaac and it was like, you have to wait till the after credits. And I'm like...
I mean, you should have watched the after credits to begin with, but...
I mean, I didn't think that there was any.
Why would you not? It's still a Marvel film.
I don't need your bullshit.
Fail.
I didn't do it.
Fail.
But you know what? You didn't know it was Oscar Isaac, so...
I've watched the fucking after credits. I still get that win.
You didn't even know who it was.
Don't care. Still get the win.
You could have the win.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Kevin, what's your next minute marker?
So real quick, just to jump back to the 42, I did look it up while we were going through it, and I found an interview from Insider Magazine, and they interviewed the director, Peter Ramsey, and he says it is actually for Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, I said that.
That you did. So that, I will say, Jared was correct.
Are you questioning my reason?
No, fool. You said I believe.
No.
So you didn't say it with like conviction.
Well, yes, because I didn't write it down, but I do remember what I read.
Oh, fuck it. If someone's going to correct you, let them correct you.
Then he goes
online.
on to
It's
say,
fine, Jared.
he goes on to say, like, it contains multiple reference points to important black icons in U.S. history. For example, he wore Air 1 Jordan or Air Jordan 1 sneakers. And they were like, yeah, like, Michael Jordan became this icon not only because he was the greatest basketball players of all time, but because his shoes became the most iconic shoes of all time. So we wanted to use them.
Right.
Like, that's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah. No, I love that.
So
We can talk about his choice in costume as well later. Ugh,
Okay.
God.
Let me pull the movie back up so I can.
It's
get
just
back to the
so much to talk about.
I'm sorry
this.
that spider. I don't know. I didn't catch that little tidbit with the spider glitching and having the number 42 on it. So now
That was a good catch.
a lot of other shit will make sense. Jumping to Oh, we already talked about this. When he got bit, he gasped, and then he smacked it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
He gasped like he was scared, and then he was like, "Bah!" And he smacked.
No, that
it.
was my
just a
biggest
spider.
grudge.
Nothing.
Fucking
so-
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Another scene that I liked was when 1615 when Gwen, whatever her name was when she initially introduced herself, and his hand got stuck in her hair. That I don't know. That shit was funny.
That
to
was
me. I
cool.
was like, "Damn, bitch, gonna have a new hairstyle now."
And she did. She rocked that.
She pulled it off really
Yeah.
She
good.
rocked that.
Yeah.
That was actually a hairstyle.
So then
at
this
one
one
point,
was
too.
the.
I think it still is.
Oh, it still is.
Yeah, I've seen a
Definitely
few
still
people with
is.
that.
So the next one, I will have to say, this almost made my favorite scene, and that's at 1845. And that's with him like running through the city, and then you see the fucking comic book icon text boxes popping
Yeah.
up. And I just thought that was so fucking dope. I don't know why. I just thought that was a cool little tidbit that they added in when he was running. So that was dope.
That was something that they talked about when they were first like designing the transitions. They were saying that they didn't want to do the comic book thing until after he was bit. It doesn't happen until after he's bit the next day, and he's just like, "Why am I thinking so loud?"
Yeah, because he
Like,
can hear his own
that,
thoughts
like, they
so
did that
loudly.
because
yeah,
because he's a comic book now. But if you look at 18 minutes and 57 seconds, and you pause it right there, right before Dad, who's the name right before Dad?
B. Bendis.
It's Bendis, he's the guy who created the 42. He's like he worked on Spider-Man for like 2 decades.
Love it.
And like I saw this thing and I was like, if you have the creator in your phone, is that like having God on speed dial?
That's tight. That's tight.
Yeah, they did a bunch of those little things. That's what I mean. This movie's just full of little craps like that.
What else you got, Kev?
It kind of would have been who
No. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say who plays the latest Peter Parker?
Live
Tom
action?
Holland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
live
Tom
action.
Holland.
Yeah, that would have been cool to have him as a favorite.
That would have been good.
That would have been. Look at you. You're falling into the comic book stream, Kevin. I'm loving this.
Oh man, we're gonna get him some comic
Yeah,
books next.
I mean, I can throw him
Was this our
I can
first
throw him a
was this
few
our first
short
comic book
boxes.
movie?
I have no problem. The first comic book, yes.
This is our first comic movie, right?
This is our first comic movie.
I'm glad. This is a good one to start with.
I was considering. You know what? We'll get into that later. What else you got,
We'll get
Kev?
into it.
And then 3205, the must-have cameo. Gotta love it.
Yes, but that's
Appreciate
you know
it.
that wasn't the only time he cameoed in this movie, right?
Nope.
That was like there's the big one where it's like it always fits eventually. God, I miss you, Stan.
Yeah.
But if you go into 40 minutes and 23 seconds, it's after he meets Peter B. Parker, and they end up like smashed on the street, like, and all the people start like walking over him.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who
Yeah.
steps directly over Spider-Man is Stanley. It's like 40 minutes and 20 seconds. You see a guy on his phone. and he
Oh,
just,
I
like,
do
walks
see
right
him.
over him. That's Stanley.
I never even noticed that before. Good call, Jared.
And I noticed that at first, and then I was just like, yo, how many times is he in there? And apparently, if you can time it just right, whenever a train goes by, you can stop it at any moment, like a regular train, like just like like the subway train. you could pause it, and if you look close enough, you'll see Stan Lee, because all of the animators wanted to do Stan Lee.
Yeah, of course they did.
And speaking of animators, this movie took 180 animators.
I am so proud of every
think,
single one of them.
I think they said it's like the most animators ever on one movie.
Well, I mean, how many are they putting onto the sequel, though?
Good job. Did a damn good job.
They did a fucking good job.
There's a sequel? There's a sequel?
They're going to do a sequel. They just announced it.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God. Let's go, Black Man.
This one was PG, I think. The next... Yeah. Oh, look, right there. If you go to 41 minutes, and I think that's 15 seconds, where he's like swinging on the thing, you look, there's a weight set, right? It's like kettlebells, right? 41 minutes and 15 seconds. One of those is 24.
Yeah.
It's 24 backwards.
42.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, who has a 24-pound fucking weight?
Yeah, really, that's so weird. Actually, now that I think, wow, good eye, Mike.
It's a medicine ball.
There's no 24-pound medicine ball ever.
The multiples of 5.
No matter which universe you're in.
You could make
Don't care which universe it is, that shit ain't happening.
And market them to Marvel fans.
That's what you could probably sell a 24-pound medicine ball and call it like Spiderverse merch.
Then market
Marvelous
as the fucking
ball.
42.
Marvelous.
The ultimate.
Marvelous medicine ball.
Ultimate ball.
Here we go. Oh, it's a marvelous medicine ball.
No, they already have shit like that, man. They have these They have like these kettle weights that are shaped like Marvel and DC characters and stuff like that on certain websites.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Including like I believe they have like Captain America's shield. You can swing it around like as like an actual like 40-pound weight or something like that.
Oh my God!
Ooh, and Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. I think they have like a 50-pound weight of that thing. It's crazy,
bro. If you get good at throwing that thing, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are fucked around you. I know that much.
Don't go to that guy's house after 11 o'clock. He gets drunk and he throws around that Thor's hammer all the time.
I know, he dyed his hair blonde and got it long and everything. He's fucking crazy, man.
He's acting really weird.
Thunder God my ass. More like prick.
Doesn't even cut his grass. Well, all right, what else you got? Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
My Instacart is here.
What?
My Instacart is here.
Oh,
I knew it was going to happen while we were recording.
No, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Like, it's not like here. It'll be here in a second. I'll let you know when I'm leaving. But I want to hear what the next thing Kev has to say first.
45:33. It was about the cape. He was like, "Take that shit off."
I love that.
That's disrespectful.
You have to love that scene.
So good. And honestly, they picked the perfect song for it, too.
Yeah. And then the one following that is just as good, 46:24. And he's like, "Why did I get stuck with a janky old broke hobo Spider-Man?" Yeah, man. That shit was funny.
Real quick, just like since we're here, I'm just going to throw it out there. At 48 minutes and 55 seconds, that was their first time showing the Spider-Man behind the desk meme. You know which one I'm talking about? You know which one I'm talking about, Mikey.
Say that one more time.
You know the Spider-Man behind the desk meme where he's just sitting behind the desk? I'll send it to you. Anyway, that's like a big meme that's been around since like 2011. But even better than that, my other favorite little scene, 52 minutes and 20 seconds. It's like they're leaving the thing, like the laboratory, and he's like selecting a bagel.
Yes. Yeah.
And they try to go when he throws it, like when he throws it back,
and it bashes the guy in the head. Yeah.
And you see what it says when it hits him, right?
Big gang or something like that?
No, look, pause it at 52 minutes and 20 seconds. He says bagel. He says bagel. Is that what it says?
It did say bagel. I didn't even notice that before.
I love that little bit. It was something that, like, one of the writers or somebody said it as a joke, and the animator thought he was serious, so he kept it in.
I love it. Like, that's perfect. Like, that is comic structure. Of course, you have to have shit like that.
So good. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Don't stop without me.
You're fine. Kev, what else you got?
I kind of want Jared here for this one just because, but you know what? I'll let it rock without him, and that's the 58 minutes and 30 seconds. Miles is definitely trying to get him some Spidey pussy.
I mean, yeah, of course, because Peter Parker couldn't. In most universes, Gwen Stacy is dead. There's only so many.
Oh, I read.
Yeah,
I read that.
In most cases, Gwen Stacy is long and forgotten, but in some others, she is like the star character. Like, you have Spider-Gwen, you have Spider-Pool, where she plays as Deadpool rather than the regular performer. It's pretty astonishing the roles that they threw her in, despite the fact that she's supposed to be dead in most others.
All right, enough.
But they...
then we can jump to one...
No, go ahead.
They what?
No, I just find it astonishing how, like, as far back as the character goes, and when she passed away in the comic series, that they brought her back as like a main tail character to distribute a story that no one else was expecting at the time. Whereas you develop this character as a Spider-Man, or a Spider-Gwen, or Spider-Girl, or Spider-Woman, and it develops into a different type of storyline for a teenage girl rather than a teenage boy, Caucasian or African American. It doesn't matter, but it's still like a different perspective that actually trailed off into something else. It led into an entire universe that is still ongoing, and then it branched off into other universes that nobody was anticipating.
Well done.
Yeah, sorry. That big fat nerd out moment for me. It's a massive respect to the writers.
But it's interesting.
No, because like certain aspects like this you wouldn't have without writers like, for instance, Dan Slott. Dan Slott was one of the writers who created this interpretation of Gwen Stacy, who brought her back from the dead, from an alternate universe, whereas like instead of Gwen Stacy dying and, you know, being the one who's rescued and saved all the time, it was Peter Parker instead who died because he wasn't what Gwen Stacy was. He wasn't the hero. He became the villain, and then Gwen Stacy was the one who had to end up ending that whole situation of what made Peter Parker the bad guy, you know? And then she had to take on the mantle of being the good guy and then becoming her own hero. I just find that sort of thing fascinating, that you have writers out there who are willing to push whatever boundaries they can and say, well, what if we just go this way? Well, what if we go that way? Well, what if we, you know what? No one will be expecting this. And then they just go for it. And some people love it. Most people hate it, but it branches off into something that people fall in love with, or people that fell out of comics and come back into. Like, take for instance myself. I fell out of comics for years, but until a certain character, which we can talk about later, came into the scene, and it brought me back in such a heavy way.
There.
Jared, you back?
That's dope.
I hear him scuffling.
I'm back.
It's pretty fucking wild, though. So.
All right, I think I burnt enough time talking.
Right on.
Go ahead.
I'm back.
What was the last thing that you talked about, Kev? 58 what?
58:30.
Mm-hmm.
That was I think Miles is trying to get him some Spidey pussy.
Oh.
When he was trying to spit game.
Oh, that actually ties into something that happens later on too. In the Spiderverse comic that they did, Miles also tries to talk to Gwen, and she hits him with,
See?
"I'm a little too old for you." And then she says it like when she's like, I'm older than you, right? Like 15 months.
15 months. Yeah.
But like that was another little nod to the comic.
Age is relative.
That was a smooth. It was she's like nice. I'm like, yo, that was a smooth ass line.
Fuck 'em up, Miles. Fuck 'em up.
But
yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say
I was moving on. So
like just because we're there at 59 minutes when he sees Aunt May, that's such a. I felt bad for Peter B. Parker a lot. Like he lost
because
everything.
he lost everything. Yeah,
and then he goes to this other universe and like literally, if running the risk of like getting exploded wasn't an issue, I think he would have stayed here just to like pretend. It would have been easier than being...
Well, no, he was older than this universe's Peter Parker as well.
Well, yes.
I think he was, still, 10 years older than this Peter Parker?
Yes, because this Peter Parker died at 26, which is crazy.
Right.
Which is something that I thought was kind of weird, because like in this scene...
No, it was necessary.
Well, no, I mean, not weird, but it was something I thought about. When they go to the spider shed, and you notice it at like an hour... When she first unlocks it, like an hour and 5 seconds. The Spider-Man symbol that opens that door is the Tom Holland Spider-Man symbol. That's his spider symbol. Because like everyone gets their own.
Good
and that's,
pointing out. But they also used well that had to be Secret Avengers Spider-Man symbol when the door actually opens.
Yes, because on the other side it looks different as well.
Yeah.
But when they go down and you see all the suit, they have the Iron Spider suit too, which I thought was really crazy.
Mm-hmm. And the spider buggy. I can't believe they added the spider buggy.
Buggy.
They had
the motorcycle.
Some awesome fucking suits down there.
They all relate to something. They all relate to a different version of Spider-Man, except for the one with the cape. I don't remember the one with the fucking cape.
That's wild.
That's original Spider-Man costume. The original Spider-Man had a cape.
No, he fucking didn't.
Not original, not a cape, but he had like he had the webby things.
The
on
web,
arms.
yeah, that's totally different. That's not a fucking cape.
Wings. I need you to calm the fuck down, sir.
I'm trying. It's not easy when you're saying that the webs under his armpits are wings.
Give me a second. I'm gonna find the Spider-Man with the cape, so you.
Oh, don't you say fucking cape.
The one with the gold/yellow looks pretty dope.
That one was another one I didn't recognize. It's like it's all the way on the right in an hour and 35 seconds. Then there's Negacolor Spider-Man, which had the blue with the red instead of red with the blue, which I always thought looked weird.
The Iron Man one though, that shit is cold.
Bro,
that shit looks tight.
You would love Spider-Man. The Civil War comic book series, because oh my god, that's when you first see it, because that's like if in Infinity War, that's when you see the suit in a movie for the first time, and it was kind of the same way in the comics where Tony Stark made it for him, but they actually did him a little bit better, because in the movie, Tony Stark just sort of gave him a suit to protect him, whereas in the Civil War comic, Tony Stark did it to regulate his powers and monitor him and pretty much just big brother him.
Ensure that he was on his side, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a good comic book art.
You are right.
He's just cleaning up himself. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my Minute Marker Madness with 1 hour and just 35 seconds, and I made a note that Aunt May is with the shits. Like she's down for the cause.
She's hit, man.
And and then she did not take long to prove me right. We'll get to that. I have one more minute marker before we get back to Aunt May, and that's at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. With one of the Spider-Men saying, "Sometimes I light matches burn down to my fingertips just so I can feel something."
Spider-Man Noir. Yeah.
Yo, Spider-Man Noir was my favorite fucking Spider.
It's just I'm mad that they didn't stick to the comic book directly, but I understand why they did.
You can't have Spider-Man shooting people.
Yeah.
I know, but also you can't have a Spider-Man that doesn't have web shooters and can't climb walls.
This is also true.
Yeah.
Like, he literally is like probably
Sounds like Batman.
he's essentially Batman with better reflexes, and he's super strong.
Exactly.
But they actually gave him web shooters in this one, which makes me think that maybe Aunt May made him for him too.
He's Batman with powers instead of white privilege.
Yes.
Whoops.
This is also true.
Sorry.
Yeah, because you can never tell what color the person is under that mask.
BLM.
Oh my god.
Got anything else, Kev?
Oh shit! What happened? Everyone still there? Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Where'd everyone go?
I dropped out.
Wow, both of you dropped out.
Happened. Yeah. Oh, then it wasn't me.
I guess
you
so.
then. All
My
right,
bad. Hold on. Let me get Jared.
Yeah. So this time it wasn't me dropping out. All of us dropped out. I thought it was me fucking up again, but it wasn't. So fuck you guys. And your judgment. But donate to the Patreon, please.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything.
I guess it was my phone this time.
And whatever the
I did nothing. I'm not even touching my phone.
Loser.
You guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what happened. My phone is literally just sitting here, so I guess it was my fault.
Fault doesn't matter. The phone is we're back together again.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
But
so I have one more minute mark
Okay.
of madness. So back when I said at the 1 minute and 35 seconds, I was like, Aunt May is with the shits. At 1:11 and 45 seconds, 1 hour, 11 minutes and 45 seconds, I was like, yep, told you Aunt May was with the
she
shits.
did
She's
not
sitting here
play.
swinging bats.
Did
Yes.
not play.
I was like, okay.
I said outside.
See, I'm like, you know what? I appreciate you.
Because she's
making me
already
right,
dealt with that
because
shit
you
too
fucking
many
killed
times,
it.
man.
She's rebuilt that house so many times.
Yeah.
More than likely, man.
But
So that's all I got for Minute Marker Madness. It's all yours.
All right, so
but like right there in that scene though, since we're already there, when Prowler shows up, Miles Morales' Spidey sense is a different color.
yeah,
Like, I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but I just thought that was pretty cool.
yeah. No, I did notice.
All right, but so what were you about to say, Mikey?
So we have a few options. So either we can go over like our song of the week, what we're going to do for next week's film, yada, yada, yada. And then we can go into the nerd mode because we're already... Kev, I think you got, like 20 minutes? So I figure we can go through that kind of stuff and then we can just go straight into whatever facts that we have left.
Okay. You want to do okay, we could do the song and movie first then.
All right, so then first off, personal score. Kev, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a solid 9.5. I very much enjoyed this movie.
Awesome. Jared, how about you?
This movie's perfect. It's a 10.
Wow.
This movie's perfect. This movie's absolutely perfect. Like, there's not a thing I would change.
Fair enough.
Like, it's a masterpiece. Like, people are going to be writing their dissertation in film about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have no complaints about that. Like,
Straight up.
I can't argue that.
Okay. I personally myself get a 9.8.
Okay.
Only because I wish it could have been an hour longer.
Or, like, maybe made it PG-13.
I don't care about the PG-13. Like, they did everything
like
so
PG-13,
well. Like, just
it
to
was
get...
good. It was
No. Here's the thing. Like, the idea is that you were capturing all the kids that would love this, and in a couple years, when they're of age, they can watch the next one and appreciate it that much more.
Fair enough.
As an adult, of course, you're going to want it rated R. I would have loved a rated R animated Spider-Man film. Trust me. But, of course, you got to get the younger audience. It's not about us anymore. We love this, of course. That's not going to change.
You got to get the next generation hooked.
You have to. Especially with all these black children.
That way in 2099, we can get a Spider-Man 2099 movie.
Yeah, which isn't going to... It's not going to make any sense by then.
No, it'd be like a throwback.
In 2099?
What they thought the future would have looked like, but it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, just like 2015 when they had Back to the Future and it wasn't at all what we thought it would be.
Anything like that. Yes.
All right, song of the week, guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll get mine out the way. Yeah, I had a. Ooh, what was it called? The Scotsman by. Ooh, who did they buy?
The hair that bit me, the dog that bit me,
Yes!
dog of the hair that bit me.
The hair that bit me. Yes.
I liked it. It's another good drinking song that you picked out. This song is about some dude's cock beneath his kilt. Is that what I'm understanding?
There's a part in it where he shows his kilt off a couple of times. Like, he like lifts his kilt up. Like, he's just a Scotsman in Ireland, essentially. And they're just like, he just goes around showing his dick and passing out in ditches.
That's what I thought. I was just making sure. I just didn't know how to comprehend that entirely.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's a simple song.
Kev, what about you?
What'd you think, Kevin?
I'm not gonna lie. I immediately wanted to turn it off, and I left it on, and the lyrics were fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Yes, I cannot knock the lyrics. They were fucking funny.
Okay.
Not everyone likes bagpipes. I get it. Bagpipes aren't for everyone.
I'll give you that.
All right, fair.
I'll give you that.
All right.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next. I picked Gorillaz Moments.
I would have liked the song a lot more if they would have not done the moments thing the same way everywhere. I know what they're doing, and it's very artsy, it's very cool. But it kind of like took me out of like enjoying the song because you'd be like vibing and then it just goes moments. But I like Gorillaz, so I like they get the opportunity to do like a weird song every now and then.
Yeah.
So I like Gorillaz. I liked it. It was okay.
Okay.
It's not making my playlist, but I will agree with Jared. I thought it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was all right. I did.
More.
Definitely one of the top ones that Mikey has suggested.
I will
me.
take that because you don't like most of this shit.
This is also true.
So,
Your turn, Kev.
not bad at all. I believe I had Alex Clare Too Close.
Too close to
You?
love you. This is the second song you've picked that I've already like loved forever.
Yeah,
So,
you.
Yeah.
Really?
I've known this song for a while.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like I gotta agree with
Wop,
Jared.
wop, wop. Yeah, like it's a good song. I love it.
Mikey,
Of course
you
I
heard this
have.
song?
I remember this song from way back when. It just really hit me as soon as I heard it. I was like, I've heard this song before, and I forgot how much I liked it.
Yeah, like I forgot the name of the guy.
Wow. That's crazy. I definitely didn't think either one of you had absolutely heard
No, this
How
might
dare you.
this might be
I
on
don't
a
remember how
this might be
I heard
on
the
one of my
song.
mixed CDs.
Oh, I had this. This
Oh,
might be
well,
saved on an old
alright.
phone in my drawer somewhere.
But no, like, yeah, I've heard this.
I don't know. I just know I love the fucking beat, and he kills
Yeah,
it.
it was really,
That shit
the
was
drop
fucking
is really good
sweet.
too. It's a good fucking song.
Yeah. No, I could definitely run to this, to be honest with you.
All right, I'm done. Sorry. I don't know, man. It was a sweet little dubstep phase I was in. I loved it. It was
I loved
great.
that.
Got some good.
Yeah,
music.
you pick good songs, man.
went to a concert and they did like a Kanye remix on one. Oh my god!
I remember when he did
I
that.
had video of it, and it wasn't him.
It wasn't
actually.
Kanye?
It was for. No. It wasn't an Alex Clare one. It was God damn it! I don't remember the guy's name, but I went with Theo and we were up in DC for some concert, and it was fucking.
Wait.
dope.
They did a remix of the song without the original singer?
Yeah.
I kind of don't like that.
Yeah, they were. Nah. If you were there, you would have fucking vibed to it. It was dope. I can't even explain it. It was a pretty dope concert. It's the only dubstep concert I went to, but it was dope.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I wish I remembered the name of the fucking artist, but I can't remember. I think it was a DJ. I don't remember his name.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah. Oh well. So, recommendations for your songs for next
Who wants to
week?
go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it, sir.
I'm gonna do. It's called Brief Exchange. It's by an artist known as Chino Moreno, And I found this song recently, and it's from the, Mikey, you might know. You know DC's doing the Metal series?
Say that one more time for me, sir.
You know, have you heard about the DC Metal comic book series?
No.
Well, basically, they're doing this comic book series where it's like Batman and Wonder Woman, and it's like old school heavy metal magazine where they're like whipping around chains and riding motorcycles. The Batman of that galaxy is actually like the Joker. It's crazy. But they have a soundtrack for it, and I found this song, and it goes in. I think you'll like it. Kevin might not so much.
What, you mean like the bat that
Alright.
grins or the bat that smiles kind of thing?
Say what?
Like the interpretation of Batman where he actually is the Joker.
Did you mean the Batman who laughs?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, this is that's that series, DC Metal.
Ooh, okay, I'm down for that.
There's a song that I listened to the soundtrack for it, and this is
That
one of the
is
ones I'm
honestly my
appreciating.
favorite version of Batman.
It's the coolest one.
It's the best one. Like, god damn it. It's the best. It's the best of two worlds. It really is.
And him and his zombie Robins. Oh, so cool. But
All right, well, if it's all right-
Brief exchange, Chino Moreno. Go ahead.
If it's alright, I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick Mindless Self-Indulgence. You guys have heard me pick them before.
Okay.
The name of the song is Hey Tomorrow, Fuck You, and Yes, Your Friend Yesterday.
Oh, that sounds like
Yeah.
sounds like a
Jesus.
tattoo I would get.
That's literally the name of the song. Hey Tomorrow, Fuck You, and Your Friend Yesterday.
All right.
How about you, Kev?
Mine is going with an artist that I haven't really listened to much of. But due to our lovely society right now, there's a lovely playlist on Apple Music that's just like it's from Apple Music, and it's just titled Freedom, and has all these fucking songs on it, and I've just been listening to it. And so it's by her, H.E.E.
Okay.
R, so H-E-R, and it's called I Can't Breathe.
Ooh.
And I'm going to send you guys the video version of it, and I fucking vibe to this song so goddamn hard. But it's deep, but I feel like you'll fucking love it. If you don't, that's cool too, but I feel like this one will just hit
HER is they're a rock band, right? Are they a rock band, or is it a? I'll just listen to it. I'll listen to it.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't really listen to the artist, but it was on that playlist, and I was like, yo,
Okay.
I might have to check out the rest of your shit because of this.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right, guys. Next week's film.
It's on you, Mikey.
It is. So, I was between a few, to be honest with you, as I normally am.
Okay.
I'm going to pull back on the horror because I want to save a few things for October, and it's going to come out quicker than you think.
Yeah, true that.
So I'm going to hold back on the horror. And did you guys know it was actually 104 degrees today outside?
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, it maxed out at 104 degrees today. Do you know what that made me?
Meanwhile, my dumbass was washing both vehicles.
Oh my
outside, and
God.
My next door neighbor is like, "Are you okay? Why are you washing the cars today?" I was like, "I don't know.
I gotta
It's
do
nice out." And she's like, "You're
Yeah.
crazy."
No, it
Pass out from
Now
heat
it makes
exhaustion.
sense.
was
Now
hot as fuck today.
Definitely makes sense. Also makes sense why my shoulders are on fucking
Ugh.
fire right now.
Oh,
So
light skin problems, man.
all I could think of is summertime. So,
Okay.
Jared, thanks to you, we've already seen the sequel to this film. So I am picking the prequel, well, the sole prequel of this film because we wouldn't have certain characters without it.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what I'm picking?
No.
Okay. This film we are watching next week, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh shit! Okay, now I see why. Get him to the Greek. That was the sequel. All right.
Yep.
Got it.
Cav, have you seen it?
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Perfect.
Even better.
Nothing's changed.
So it's gonna be comedy based, Kev. You'll like it.
You will like it. It's got a good
Alright.
cast, good story.
Fantastic.
Okay.
It bleeds into get him to the Greek mildly.
Mildly. They kind of happen in the same universe, but not really. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
All right.
But okay. I got these facts. I gotta get them out.
Please, by all means,
not
you
get
go,
this opportunity again.
go.
We still have the movie up, right?
We still have
Drop that shit.
we got
Drop
10
that
minutes.
shit.
We got
still
10
got the movie
minutes.
up. I could do it. The sound that the Prowler made whenever he shows up, that sound,
Yeah.
that was an elephant blow, like a roar, elephant sound, gone through a sound filter and played backwards and forwards a bunch.
Okay.
So that was how they made that weird trumpet noise. Just a couple little things that they did. I went over Bagel at 54 minutes. At 54 minutes, they're swinging through the field after they just stole the computer from what's her name, and he looks at Miles looks at Peter B. Parker and is like, "You're amazing." That's because Peter Parker is the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles is Ultimate. That was like legitimately chosen for that reason only. They wanted to get that like they were.
Wait. Are they trying to say that version of Peter Parker is the Amazing Spider-Man?
Amazing Spider-Man. Yes.
I don't know if I completely agree with that, but okay.
I don't know if it had to because technically Peter B. Parker is still Amazing Spider-Man. He's just Amazing Spider-Man from the universe where he gets fucked.
I feel like I thought he was more like Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man did go through it, but and you were talking about Superior Spider-Man, I think.
No, because
earlier.
Well, no, Superior Spider-Man is someone completely different. That's Otto Octavius. But that also falls into Amazing Spider-Man universe.
Yes.
Those are in the exact same universe. That's both 616. This Spider-Man is somebody else.
I found this cool chunk. It was like at the end of Superior Spider-Man. And the Green Goblin has discovered that it's Doc Ock instead of Peter Parker in the body.
Yeah.
And he's like he's like, ha 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 ha, no one will ever believe you. You're just a half-assed hero. You'll never be able to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man like looks up and he's like, at least I'll die with the dignity of never wearing a man purse. And Green Goblin looks at him and he's like, it's you. And Spider just looks like the one and only. And he fucks him up. I love Spider-Man.
Did you read that comic series?
I haven't finished it, but I started it. I need to go back into it. I needed to.
I own all the first prints, sir.
Really?
Yep. Superior Spider-Man. I own all the first prints. That was the one comic that brought me back to Spider-Man. Written by Dan Slott. Trust me, I remember.
Oh, man. He was good. But there was a couple of little things that they also tied in. Things that were sort of meant to look like our universe, but not. Like you saw they have like the Karma Cola or whatever it is instead of Coca-Cola in Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, where is it? I think it's 37 minutes and 56 seconds. You see it, really. There's a movie poster for Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
But they call it Dawn of the Shaun or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
They did that because they were wondering if from Dusk Till Shaun, that's it. And like I saw that and I'm like, that was literally what the sequel to the movie would have been if they decided to ever make a sequel. And they actually had to go to the director and Simon Pegg. And I think Simon Pegg actually directed this, didn't he? No, Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright directed it. And they were just like, is it cool if we do this? And he'd be like, I'd be mad if you didn't.
See, now I want that sequel.
Yes, I know, but like I don't know if they could ever do it now because it technically belongs to Sony.
I don't. They could figure it fucking out.
Yeah, at 35 minutes, 35 minutes, I think on the dot, when he gets shocked by the venom bite.
Mm-hmm.
It was 35. It's a little bit after 35 minutes. When Peter Parker touches him. Let me see. If you pause it at 35 minutes and 11 seconds. Or 10 seconds, you see like the shock. It doesn't just look like electricity. They literally traced out his nervous system.
Yeah.
That was one of those little things I didn't notice at first. And I'm like, that is such good attention to detail. And also another cool thing that I like that they did is when Miles has the mask on, they actually have like that chunk in the back of the mask. Cause anybody with hair who listens and has had to put on a full face mask, you always have all this hair in the back of your head, and it makes you look like a fucking alien.
Yep.
Nobody likes it, but they put that in there, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Definitely
And
put some realism into it, yeah.
The last thing I have that I'm going to just throw out there, at 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 53 seconds, and I learned this from the commentary. The food machine from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, it flies into the collider.
Holy
the director pointed that out.
shit.
Yeah.
You barely see it, but yeah.
It flies right in there, yeah. I don't know why they decided to do it. That's what I mean. They're just all these fucking nerds.
Because it's owned by
I used to
Sony
watch
Films, of course. Because it's the idea of scientists
it's
colliding in within the
Yeah.
multiverse. Of course, I get it.
yeah. Oh man. But
That's wild.
But yeah, like
That was a good movie.
Agreed.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Oh,
Which one do you like?
Yes.
Just a quick round. Which one do you guys like better, the first one or the second one?
I think the second one.
Haven't seen.
I think I like the second one. The second one was the one where the guy has a chicken on.
Can I just get credit for seeing the first?
You get credit
one?
for seeing the
Fuck.
first one. Good job, Kevin. Good job, Kevin. Now we need you to
I'm
watch
not
some
giving him
classic
credit for
movies
I
that.
and
haven't
not
seen the second one.
animated movies from the early 2010s. We need to show you some good shit.
Dickhead. Like Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph goes hard.
I mean, we can do Wreck-It Ralph at some point if you guys really
One of
want
my
to.
faves.
No, he's seen it already.
Definitely one of my faves. One of my faves. That
You're
was
right.
a good one.
But okay.
You're right. We got to go back
I think
into the
that's-
50s. We got to fix this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch Casablanca next week.
No. We're watching Sarah Marshall next week.
No, I mean the next week.
Are we really?
No, of course not. I would never tell him what we're gonna watch.
I mean, we could do Casablanca maybe next year.
Possibly.
He'll forget by
We're gonna
then.
have to like, if we're gonna do Halloween, that means we need to probably start in September.
Dude, honestly, I've already been watching classic 80s horror films that nobody knows about. Like the Witchboard
Ooh.
2 kind of shit.
I want to watch that movie that the Joker was based on.
Which
I
one?
can't remember what it's called. It's like it's like the Smiling Man of Pentafrock or some bullshit like that.
We'll have to
I
look
don't
that
know.
up.
It's old as fuck.
Spider-Man. Focus.
Spider-Man. Oh, but yeah, this was the first superhero movie that like made me a superhero nerd. Like not this one, but Spider-Man, the first
Ooh.
Spider-Man movie, but the Sam Raimi one with Tobey Maguire.
Really?
Like Spawn didn't really count, but like I never really before that movie, I didn't really like comic books.
Really?
That movie made me fall in love with the books because I watched it with my dad and he was like, "You like Spider-Man?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he just dumped a bunch of Spider-Man comics on me and I was just like, "Fuck yes."
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah. That's how it started for
Oh
me.
shit! This is the real deal.
Huh.
At least I jumped on.
That's what's up.
I mean, I've been
Hell
reading
yeah.
comics forever. Like, my first comic was Superboy, actually.
Well, I mean, when did the first Spider-Man come out? Had to be like 2000.
The first Spider-Man film?
Film. I think it came out in 2002.
It came in the early 2000s, yeah.
So yeah, I was maybe like 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just came to America. Think of it like that. I had just moved from Italy to America.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know anything about comic books. Everything
Really?
was just gelato. Gelato.
Huh.
Ragazzi. Get you some nice prosciutto, eh?
Alright, somebody cut Jared off.
Vaffanculo, tu brutto bastardo.
What's wrong, Kev?
Succhi di cazzo.
Nothing.
Nah,
Just enjoying.
that's
the
all I
moment.
got, guys.
All right, real quick. Before we cut off and have to end this. Jared, what was your first comic book?
My first comic book was this dude. I think his name was Darkblade. It was Image Comics. It wasn't even Marvel or anything. But the first comic I remember, like the first comic that I was really like, yo, what the fuck? It was The Death of Superman.
Really?
Death of Superman was like the first like omnibus that I got. That was like
you
the
got
full
really
story.
thrown into it.
Yeah. I never really liked Superman, so it was okay.
Okay, Kevin.
But yeah, I think that's the first one that like goes deep.
Okay.
What about you, Kev?
I don't really. I'm not really.
So you never had like a no. My thought process is you at least had to have like a first comic book. Really?
Tell you.
Damn.
Wow. So wait,
Just always love the Eagles.
I remember. No, not actually. I didn't get into football until probably like '97. Until I was like 10 or 11. And that's because I was a huge Allen Iverson fan and he talked about Donovan McNabb with the Eagles. And I was like, well, fuck yeah. I support what AI supports because I fuck with AI. And then I became an Eagles fan.
I had a pair of Iversons too.
So I can't even say like it was a diehard Eagles fan ever since. But the only thing I remember about comics, I think Mikey will be able to understand. Jared, not so much, just because you're not familiar with 18th Street in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Is just being at my grandfather's house, and my cousins would want to walk to the comic book store. And that's the only thing about comics that I can recall is the comic book store up there in Arlington, and they would be like, "Hey, you want to walk up?" And I'd be like, "All right, let's go."
I do remember that. I absolutely remember that because that's when I started collecting Pokemon cards. I remember that shit. All too vivid.
So I wasn't really into it. I was just into hanging out with them and doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do, and I was cool with it.
All right, well then, can I change that question then? First superhero.
Yes. This is lame, but I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Robin was my favorite, and I have no fucking clue.
No,
why.
Robin is dope.
Robin. So I liked Robin and I liked Gambit.
Okay,
those are both cool.
I would throw fucking cards as
you
a kid
and the rest of us
at the house. I was like, fuck y'all up with a deck of cards. I got 52 chances to land one of these bitches. One of y'all's gonna get got.
My God. Yes.
So,
yes. You weren't alone, man.
See, so we got a link somewhere that counts, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
What about you? Would you even remember your first comic, Mike?
Like I said, my first comic was Superboy.
Superboy.
Yeah,
Superboy
like not
Prime or Superboy.
Superboy, like early '90s Superboy, like the clone of Superman.
Leather jacket, earring.
Yep, that's Superman. That version
cool
of Superman.
Metrosexual Superboy.
Yep, I don't know why, but I hooked onto it. I had the toys.
Really
I still have the comics. I have issue zeros of Superboy, and
God.
I have issues of the new 52 of Superboy just because, like, it was such a major impact for me. Just out of respect for that character. Now, where they took him after that, I'm not happy with, but
No, of course not.
you have to respect the fact that it was the thing that got me my foot in the door.
Fair. And just to throw it out there, I actually found the name of the actual first comic book. His name was Shadowhawk. He's essentially like Wolverine, Iron Man, and Batman, but he's black. And yeah.
I've never heard of Shadowhawk.
Oh yeah.
It's such an obscure comic book, and once you look at it, you'll be like, oh, no wonder it didn't survive. It's literally just a bunch of other superheroes mashed into one guy.
See, but that's what a Spider-Boy is, actually, because they did a Spider-Boy comic where it was a crossover of two universes where it was Spider-Man infused with Superboy. But they also did a run of that line where it was like Wolverine infused with Batman and all these other like Marvel and DC characters infused together kind of thing.
That was the DC versus Marvel war. I remember that. I read that comic.
Wow. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kev, I know you got to go. Appreciate you both being here.
Yeah.
This has been such a fun movie to watch. It's been a great time. I know that the next time we do a comic book movie, it's just going to be as epic, and we'll probably go about the same routine where we just knock everything out and we just nerd out at the end. But just
we have to do it that way.
Yeah, I think it'd be the best way. But just to get the formalities out of the way, We have an email, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, we have a Facebook, we have a Patreon, we have a website. Kev's never seen it. You can Google us. If you can't find us, then you're not writing it right. KEVSNEVERSEENIT. It's not hard to find us, and if you can't figure it out, Kev's not seen it, you'll find us somewhere. All right? Sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
This has been a fantastic...
Sounds good.
Jared, thank you so much for picking this movie. We have entered the universe of 1610, and we will be stepping back out into our own. Thank you guys so much for joining us on another great episode of Kev's Never Seen It.
We love the movie.
My name is Mikey.
Donate, bitches, the Patreon. This is Kevin.
My name's Jared.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on another great episode. Have a great night, guys.
Happy Independence Day.
Oh my God, right? Tomorrow's the 4th.
I'm not celebrating till we all free.